Hello, how's everyone doing on a Thursday evening? So a quarter has passed, time flies. Okay, so what we will do today is we will go through the topic on supercharging digital marketing with AI. Let's get a minute out of the way first. So for the recording, it will be hosted on the school YouTube channel. Okay, so that's on the recording for today's session. And for the slides, at the end of today, I will flash a QR code. That is whereby you can scan the QR code to get access to the slides. Okay, so recording will be shared on YouTube, and then the slides, there will be a QR code to be scanned at the end of today's session. Okay, so a bit about the school that I'm representing today. Is we are EMA City is 10 years anniversary now for this year. We have 21 adjunct trainer and faculty. We have taught over 6,000 learners in the past 10 years, specialized in digital marketing, e-commerce, and also technology skill sets. And of course, the most relevant today, AI. We are WSQ accredited. Our course fee, whenever I see WSQ accredited as a SME business owner, also I'm also very happy because when I go to for course, basically there are grants that I can tap on. If not, there's skill future credits, NTUCU tab membership to be tapped on also. Okay. At eMarcity, we conduct a lot of webinar and workshop. These are some of our partners that we work with to conduct some of these sharing sessions. And today we are very fortunate to have Itong, the librarian with us, and NLB together to run this webinar of sharing. A bit about myself before we go into today's topic. I'm YS in short. Okay, so that's my initial. It's easier to pronounce. I've been doing marketing for the past 14 years now across many different industries. Been doing teaching for the past 7 years in the National University local digital marketing institutes, and also I teach overseas quite often. So the photo is me in Kazakhstan teaching last last and towards the end of last year. I'm going there again to teach the communities and trainers over there to share digital marketing knowledge with them also. So I my day job is at the largest global media agency of the world. We have about 100,000 staff post the merger at the end of this year. So I lead performance marketing teams while at the agency. On the side, I also run a SME business doing marketing consultancy and managed service. On the free time, I work out and also a fitness trainer. If I do not manage to answer all your questions today, or if you wake up tomorrow and has a burning question to ask from today's sharing, please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Ask me any questions over there, message me. I'm quite active. If not, reach out to me on my email. Okay, small typo in my email, republicasia.co. Okay, for those who just joined us, the recording will be shared on YouTube, and the slides deck, we will share a PDF QR code at the end of later today's session. Okay, and moving on. Okay, so the objective I would like you to achieve for today is three of them. Number one, okay, understand search engine marketing and search engine optimization. I know that in this cohort, some of you might really understand and comprehend SEM and SEO quite well, but bear with me, I'll just take everyone through the basics before we move on to second objective, how do we apply AI features, okay, to search engine marketing? And lastly, there are a lot of changes when it comes to AI generated content, how the algorithm of search engine has also changed and adapted to this recent AI landscape. What do we need to watch out for when we do SEO, and what are some of the action points? Okay, so three objectives to take away: understand SEM, SEO, how do we apply AI to search engine marketing, and how do we apply AI to search engine optimization? Okay, what to expect? I generally try to keep my webinar not as a one-way sharing. So feel free to ask questions. Okay, feel free to utilize the chat feature in the Zoom. Okay, interact in chat, ask any questions, share your experience while I go through the content. If you have past experience using some of this AI feature, feel free to just share what's your thoughts on it, how's your experience, so others can learn also at the same time. Okay, I know the session is scheduled to end at 8:30. It's a long day for a lot of us, so I'll try to end my content by 8 p.m. Then I'll pass on to NLB also, that whereby the librarian Yitong will share some resources, very useful resources on how to get more upskills and more knowledgeable on this content. Okay, so these are the contents we'll be covering in the next 50 plus minutes or so. We will go through digital marketing fundamentals to get everyone on the same page. Then we will move on to how do we use AI. Okay, as marketers, how do we use them for SEM and SEO? And each of them will have three action tips that I will share. And we will do a final recap and then move on to Q&A and NLB resources for learning. Okay, so going on to the first topic, digital marketing fundamentals. Digital marketing is also known as online marketing. Okay, if you're not sure what is digital marketing, it is basically any form of marketing you do online, whether it is promoting your business, product, service through social media or through uh, SMS or through your website. That is online marketing. That is digital marketing. Any form of marketing you do through digital channels, okay, is online marketing, digital marketing. Okay, what does digital marketing do for your business? I think all of us today, we understand the importance of having digital marketing, the importance of doing social media marketing, content marketing. But what, but why? What does it actually does for our business? Okay, so the question for the cohort is, digital marketing is very important, but why? What does it actually do for our business? Okay, so everyone just share your views, type in the chat. Okay, what does digital marketing do actually for our business? Okay, we have some sharing coming in, wider exposure, okay, outreach, okay, more outreach in faster time, gain visibility on consumer phone, yeah, because we are always on our device or tablet, right? Generate awareness leads, okay, you must be a marketer, you speak very good terms of marketing. Okay, boost revenue, yes, it's very important. Okay, great answer, all are valid. If you look at digital marketing, right, it is a mechanism for us to, first of all, drive awareness, okay, build desire for our product, our service, our brand, generate more revenue, like what the other person have shared, increase sales, okay, generate revenue, increase sales. Um, if we will just look at three of these example in local context, they are all well-known brands. McDonald's, Louis Vuitton, okay, Port Mart selling Labubu. They are all well-known brands, but why do they need to engage in digital marketing? People are already aware of them. Port Mart has a lot of sales, a lot of Labubu audience queuing up for it. Louis Vuitton, status symbol. If you look at it for a brand like McDonald's, when they launch Nasi Lemak burger or when they bring back Nasi Lemak burger, people are unaware if you have a new product or a new service. You need to create that kind of awareness. Okay, so that's the role of digital marketing, is allows business to amplify the message, raise awareness of a new product or new service. Second, Louis Vuitton. Okay, luxury statement item. Many people desire to have it. It's for LV, Louis Vuitton, it's all about creating that kind of positioning, the lifestyle, okay, that audience or consumer want to be associated with, to create that desire for their brand, for the kind of lifestyle. You can see from the kind of photos that they use, okay, and the kind of ambassador that they engage. And lastly, Port Mart, okay, selling Labubu. Okay, it's really about driving tactical promotion, okay, or driving tactical message, tactical campaigns to increase sales. Okay, having sales is great, but can we increase sales? Running promo, running tactical campaigns through digital marketing to communicate to audience. Okay, so these are three very local examples of how brands has adopt digital marketing. Next, moving on, now that we know digital marketing is quite critical for all business, digital marketing is any form of marketing that's done online through digital channels. What are these channels? Okay, so these are some of the channels: search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing, digital advertising, and there are a lot more content marketing, email marketing, so on and so on. So for today, I will focus on two: search engine optimization and search engine marketing. Okay, I will touch on how do we utilize AI on doing digital marketing on search engine optimization, doing digital marketing through search engine marketing channels. Okay. At any point of time, feel free to just type in the chat any questions that you might have. Okay. So uh, a quick primer to understand what is search engine marketing. For those who already know, please bear with me. Search engine marketing essentially is about getting your website out when audience are searching for it. For instance, if you want to buy durian online, you go into Google search engine or you go to Yahoo search engine, okay, on your mobile or on your laptop, you search order durian delivery, order durian online. These are what we call high intent audience. Okay, why is it high intent? Because I have that need. Okay, I'm thinking about ordering durian. If not, I will not open up my laptop, go to my mobile phone and type. Okay, spend time to type order durian online. High intent, ready to convert, close to conversion, close to purchase. These are the audience that is high intent when you reach out to through search engine marketing. Usually because of the high intent this audience have, they are readily in the market, ready leads and ready prospect who are ready to convert. So when audience turns to search engine to search for the products or service you need, right? As a business, you want to appear here. Okay, you want to appear here because when audience search for keywords of product or service related to your business, okay, these are high intent, high quality audience closer to the purchase or closer to the conversion journey. Okay, so search engine marketing is about having your business to appear to people when they are actively searching on it for your product or services. Okay. Search engine marketing, in short, is called SEM. Sometimes is called interchangeably as paid search ads, pay per click ads. Okay. So when you hear the term paid search, pay per click, PPC, SEM, basically what it means is search engine marketing. Having your business website show up when people search for relevant product or service that you offer. Okay. Again, feel free to ask any question. If you are not sure about SEM and so on, feel free to put them into the chat. Okay, so how does SEM work? Basically, as a business, okay, or as a marketer, you choose what are the keywords that you want to have your ads appear for. If you are in the name card printing business, you will not target keywords like durian delivery or chicken wings because those are not relevant to you. So as a business in name card printing or in printing service, you will target services or products you provide for. And when the audience search for it, you will compete with other advertisers, your competitors, who is also bidding for the same keyword to have your ads appear here. Sorry. The reason why it is called pay-per-click ads is also because when your ad show up over here, when audience searching for it, it doesn't cost you any cent or any money yet, okay, for the business. Okay, let me repeat that. When your ads appear here, when audience searches for it, no cost to you at all. It will only cost you as a business, you as the advertiser, when a user click on the ad. Okay, when the user click on the ad, then yes, you have to pay for that click. Okay, that's the reason why it's called pay for every click, pay per click ads. Okay, at this juncture, you might be thinking, oh, it's quite costly. Every click that someone make, when they click, they might not end up buying a product from your page. When they click, they might not go into they might go into your website, but they might not submit the lead gen form or the action that you want them to take on your website. There comes SEO. Okay, SEO, search engine optimization. These are pay ads. Every click on them costs the advertisers money. But to have your website appear here and someone search for product or service related to you, okay, every click over here below the ads, okay, sponsored, okay, below the ads, doesn't cost this business owner any money. Okay, let me repeat. So this section over here, right, in green, these are SEM. You want to appear over here, okay, you have to do SEO, search engine optimization. Your website doesn't appear here by chance most of the time. Your website appears at the top, usually it is because you have done good SEO works on your website. Okay, so SEO, in a nutshell, search engine optimization, in a nutshell, is about doing what you can on your website, okay, to improve your website so that it ranks high, okay, on the search engine result page when people search for product and service related to you. Okay, again, let me revise on the concept. Search engine marketing, your ads appear here because you target keywords, okay, relevant to your product and service. Okay, SEO, okay, if you do SEO, good SEO, your website will appear here. When people click on your website, no cost to you at all. Okay, so SEO is about improving the website so that when people search for it, you will appear below the search ads and not on page 10 or page 20 of the search engine result page, but upfront, okay, just below the search ads. There are three types of SEO. Okay, SEO is all about things that we can do on our website to improve the ranking. Okay, so three types of SEO. Technical SEO. Okay, technical SEO is all about the user experience, the loading time, the technical aspect of your website. Okay, uh, how search engine prioritize the ranking is actually there's 200 plus factors, but one of the key factors and category you want to look into is your technical SEO. How fast your website load? Is it easy to browse your website? Imagine if you click on a website, it takes 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds to load. You probably click back and go to another website. Okay, so technical SEO is one area of SEO whereby you really want to improve loading speed, improve user experience. Is the button clickable? Is the navigation easy on your page? Okay, so that is dependent on the website system and coding and server. The second type of SEO, we call it on-page SEO. On-page SEO is all about um if we want to rank for example best durian seller in Singapore, okay, or best bak chor mee store in Singapore, we need to have those keywords. Okay, we need to have those phrase in our content. Maybe it's in our header, maybe it's in our URL, maybe it's in our content of the website. Okay, so there is on-page SEO. Having the keywords and phrase that you want to rank for when people search for it in your content. Okay, so on-page SEO, optimizing your website for contents you want to rank for. Last but not least, off-page SEO. Off-page SEO is things that you do off your website to rank higher on search engine result page. Okay, so again, recap, technical SEO is all about your website, your coding, your loading speed, technical user experience. On-page SEO is about having those keywords, phrasings that you want to rank for in the content of your website. Off-page SEO done off your website. Example will be having other webmasters, okay, having other website mentioning your products, mentioning your service is of good quality online. Okay, how search engine look at one of the factor that search engine look at to score whether your website is of good quality, good services, good product is how many mentions are there in the internet of your website. Okay, the more mentions about your product and services is a signal to search engine algorithm that hey, this must be a good website of quality product or service. If not, why are there so many mentions about this product, service, good quality, and so on? Okay, so there is the three different categories of SEO. Okay, SEM versus SEO, these are the pros and cons. Okay, um, so at this juncture, I would like to ask the cohort, which is more important for your business and why? Okay, so type in the chat after hearing SEM and SEO, right? Which is more important? SEO, SEM, and why? No right or wrong answer. If you're not sure, haven't done that before, just give it a go based on the content you have heard from YS earlier. Okay, so one of you say SEM, paid traffic, the minute you're willing to start paying for every click, you get traffic, you get high visibility when people search for your product and services. You get immediate result, very visible. You can see how many clicks, how much you pay. Okay, it's also very ideal if you want to run a promotion campaign, not many people know about it or so on. Then tactical campaign, you can spend for ads and then you get visibility. Okay, some of you mentioned SEO. Okay, SEO because free. Okay. Organic in our industry means free. Okay, in F&B it means something else, but in business term, in marketing term, organic means free. Okay, SEO, why? Because it's free. Unlike SEM, right? Pay per click. SEO, every click on the search engine result page to our website has no cost to it. Okay, it's sustainable in the long run. Okay, we don't need to pay for every click for our traffics. Yeah, but also it require SEO efforts. Whatever I just mentioned, technical, on page, off page. Okay, so there's a mix of answer SEO and SEM. Okay, this is a trick question because as a marketer, as a business owner, you need to do both. Okay, I want to emphasize the point that it's not about SEM versus SEO. Both has its pros and cons, definitely. But as a business owner, as a marketer, you need to do both. Okay. What we are trying to do essentially when it comes to SEO and SEM is we want to occupy the page. Okay. When people search for our product or service, we want to appear here. Okay. Never mind. Besides our competitor, it's fine. We want to show up here also. So we want to show up on the search ads, we want to show up on the search engine result page. We want to occupy as many as much real estate space on the search engine result page. See us here again. Okay, so that's the goal when it comes to search engine result page listing. Okay, of course, at different stage of the business or at different stage of the start of the business, as your business grow, as you enter into new markets, you will realize that SEM or SEO, one of them tends to do better, but over time, as your business grow, as your business mature or your product mature, it will also tends to differ in terms of ROI. But critically, we need to do both. Okay, we want to occupy as much real estate space as possible on the website to actually push out our competitors to page two. Okay, some of you mentioned you don't click on paid search ads. Okay, I see some other also combine. Good point. I'm gonna touch on that later on also. Okay, these days the clicks on not just search ads but organic, the SEO website is also decreasing. So I'll touch on that more. Okay, one of you also asked, will AI tool like ChatGPT, Perplexity, DeepSeek affect the effectiveness of SEM and SEO because people are going to like AI chatbots to have their questions answered. So great point. I'll touch on that in a while. Okay, so we have gone through digital marketing. So there's online marketing through digital means digital channels. We understand the different type of digital marketing channels, quite a few. We touched on quickly on SEM. We understand both SEM, pay-per-click, SEO, organic, free traffic, but it requires efforts. Okay. Now, with this understanding, how we, okay, as a business owner, as marketers today, utilize AI to help us on SEM and SEO effort. Okay, so this section is all about how do we utilize SEM and SEO, okay, with the help of AI. Okay, so before I dive into the details, maybe I'll just give a quick primer on AI. Again, bear with me. Some of you who has been attending AI webinars or going to courses and reading up on your own, you probably know this. Okay, so when we first started, okay, AI as a discipline is really about teaching machines to think and make decisions like a person. Okay, as we grow in the practice, that's machine learning, teaching machine to learn from examples. Example will be a bike, a motorbike, both have two wheels. Okay, does it mean two wheels is a motorbike? Okay, so machine learning is about teaching a machine to differentiate. Okay, this motorbike, okay, bigger in size. Okay, this is a motorbike. This is smaller in size, a bicycle, and so on and so on. Cats, dogs, okay, which is which? That's machine learning. Machine learning from example and be able to differentiate which is which. Then we have deep learning. Deep learning is about the machine able to have better complex understanding. For instance, if a dog start meowing, okay, then the AI will be able to differentiate, no, it's a wrong voice. This voice should be associated to a cat. Okay, so it's able to pick up voices, different faces, and so on. So that's deep learning. Gen AI at where we are today is about using AI and so on to help us create new content. Okay, using AI to help us create new content based on what it has learned. Okay, so the question to the cohort is, are you leveraging AI? I know definitely yes for our day-to-day work and for our personal life, but are you leveraging AI for your digital marketing? If you are leveraging AI for your digital marketing, which channel are you doing it for? Is it SEM, SEO, content marketing? Okay, so the question is, are you leveraging on AI for digital marketing? If yes, which channel have you start leveraging AI for? Okay, I will give an example. If you are doing social media marketing, maybe you have created a AI photo, then you use the photo, or you create a captions with AI chatbot, then you use the content to post on your social media for your business. That's using AI for social media marketing. Okay, one of you mentioned copywriting, generating image. Okay, so what I want to achieve with the next few slides is, if you have not started using AI for SEM, have not started using AI for SEO, here are some of the quick tips, okay, some of the quick action that you can take away from this session and then start looking into implementing tomorrow or in the weeks ahead. Okay, so applying AI towards SEM. Okay, so when it comes to SEM, right, search engine marketing, we in the past we always say keywords, target by keywords. Okay, which are the keywords? If I'm selling durian online, I want to target durian online, buy durian, durian delivery. Okay, we were very focused about keywords. Okay, in the age of AI, in the age of machine learning, it's about the data signals, the data sets that machine can have, so that it's not just bidding for keywords, it's also bidding for audience who has a ready data signals to prove that he's ready to consume, he's ready to purchase. So shift the thinking for SEM, right? It's about that mindset shift. It's no longer just keywords anymore. It's about providing machines, providing Google Ads, providing Microsoft Ads with signals, okay, of your target audience. Okay, by doing so, example, because they know this is your past audience is now searching on Google search again, they can, the AI or the machine learning can then upbid when the user search, okay, I bid higher for this audience, outbid other competitor because this audience is a past audience and is readily searching for durian. So the action over here is, if you're on Google Ads platform, switch on enhanced conversion. Okay, switch on this technical feature called enhanced conversion. Okay. Second action, leverage on first-party data. Basically, first-party data means the CRM context, customer relationship management system context of your current customer, your past customer, their contact details, email address, people who have visited your website. Feed all this data, all this info into Google Ads, into advertising platform. This way, they know who has visited your website. They know who are this audience. They can bid and acquire this audience better. Okay, so first takeaway for AI application on SEM, shift from keyword focus to also audience focus. not just bidding for keywords anymore, but informing AI, informing machines, which is the right audience based on the data pool, data signals you have. Okay, all this sounds very cheap, okay, very hard and so on. Don't worry. Uh, Enhanced conversion is as simple as a switch on, a button switch on Google Ads. Okay, some of this is a bit more harder, whereby you need to download your CRM list, upload into the ads platform. Website visitor, you need to implement certain coding. Okay, but enhanced conversion is actually very easy. Just tick or turn on the button on the Google Ads platform. Okay, one of you asked how to upload the list of my customer. Okay, API or CRM software. So it is as simple as if you don't have a CRM software, right? Open up an Excel spreadsheet, key in your contact details of your customers. Okay, then you upload onto the advertising platform. What they will do is they will match. Because because Google will have Gmail contacts. Okay, Google will have mobile phone contacts number and so on. Okay, what they will do is they will match, okay, that user is actually a match to your current customer. So they will know and then they can do the relevant bidding and machine learning. Okay, one of you asked, what is the motivation to target same audience again? Okay, if you know that your purchase is a one-time purchase, right, then yes, not relevant for you. Uh, what all this platform has also is a feature to find audience who behave similar to your current customer. Okay, finding new audience. Okay, not just about targeting same audience, but to also teach the platform that these are my audience, find more of such audience, so they know who to upbeat and target for. Okay, so there's AI on audience for SEM. Think beyond keywords, informing platforms, informing machine, who are the audience, who these audience are through data. Second, okay, second, bidding. Okay, bidding. When I started my career in digital marketing, digital advertising, it's all about this precision control. Okay, I set maximum, okay, 50 cent per click. Beyond 50 cent already, I don't want to pay for that click. Okay, my max budget is 50 cent per click. Okay, or my max cost per lead is $50 per lead. I don't want to go higher. Okay, these days, because for the past few years, all the different platforms like Google Search Ads, Meta, and so on has refined their machine learning and AI capabilities that is able to ingest a lot of data signals. Okay, when you go to YouTube, what do you consume? When you go to Meta, what kind of content you read? What time of the day do you log in, and so on. So there are a multitude of data points when it comes to advertising, when it comes to search engine marketing. Google Ads, Yahoo Ads is able to take in all these data point of the users and then inform a bid. It's no longer about you setting a bid for every click, how much you're willing to pay. Uh, have some leeway for the machine, for AI to help you bid at the right amount. This audience, okay, based on all these data points, ready to convert, okay, you bid higher. This audience, based on all these data point, not exactly ready to convert the machine, okay, Google Ads will actually bid lower for this audience. Okay, so in terms of bidding, let machine do the role. Okay, let machine do the role. They actually analyze a multitude of different signals and user behavior to adjust the bid accordingly. Okay, what it means for you is on search engine marketing, use smart bidding strategy. Okay, use smart bidding strategy. Test it out if you have not tested before. Maximize conversion if you are doing strategy, if you are doing lead gen. Use target return of ad spends if you are e-commerce business. Okay, so these are the different smart bidding strategies. Next, we have creative. Okay, creative application on SEM. I think one of the biggest challenge for advertisers in the past is we want to run ads, but we have no time to do creative. We want to run ads, but we are very bad at copywriting or very bad at coming up with creative design. So with the introduction of Gen AI, right, and the AI features, you can see these days, even for SEM, when you key in those headers or copies, the platform, Google Ads will actually suggest other copies to you. Okay, so AI really helps to speed up creation and also testing of different ad copies. Okay, so the actions that you will want to take is try to utilize some of this AI suggestion. Okay, if you only put like say three, four headlines or one or two description, try out some of these platform generated, auto-generated suggestion for you. Okay, include it, take it. What the platform will actually do is they will actually test, okay, which combination of description, which combination of headlines, which combination of text perform the best to each user because they know all the signals of the users. Okay, so in terms of creative, what you want to do is start testing some of these AI suggested descriptions and copies as you key in yours. Include them, platform will test for you to find the best to serve to each user. Okay, some of you have very good technical question. To me, that means you're definitely doing SEM marketing already. Okay, let me take the question. Okay, so will Google use my audience list to find me lookalike audience? Yes, there's such features, okay, especially when it comes to display YouTube marketing. Okay, then the next question, use smart bidding even for a new campaign. Okay, so whenever you hear AI, machine learning, smart bidding, right, it all boils down to the concept of data in, okay, data out, better performance. If you're starting a new campaign completely, right, starting new business, and this is the first time you're running a campaign, right, my advice is don't utilize all these smart bidding features because there's no data. There's no data on your ad account. What the machine learning will do is they will take a long time to learn and at the expense of your advertising. Okay. So let me repeat. If you are having a new ad account, new business, at the start, no, maybe not smart bidding strategies because there's no data on your ad account. There's no conversion. There's no past campaign for the machine to take learning to. So what you can do in those cases, run for traffic, okay, run for brand impression share for search engine marketing. After you acquire certain number of clicks, certain number of conversions already, e-commerce transaction or lead gen on your website already, switch, switch the bidding strategy because there's already a pool of data already. Now, machine learning can do its job efficiently. Data in, process the quality of data, and then better performance. Okay. Uh, Another of you asked me, does audience size affect the performance of smart bidding? Mm, so for search engine marketing, although I mentioned it's audience, move towards audience now, it's still very much depending on the keywords. So if there's no people searching for the keywords, right, your ads will also not show. Okay. And ultimately for Wendy, right, it really depends what kind of data are you feeding in to the campaign. It's not so much about the audience size. You may have a small audience size, but if there's a lot of clicks, a lot of conversions ready, that's good data. Machine learning can find the relevant audience, inform the relevant bid. Okay, but if not much clicks, not much audience, okay, and it continues as such, switch. Don't use smart bidding strategy. Okay, switch to traditional setting the bid cap, setting traffic objectives, and so on. Okay, continue to have those questions coming in. Very great technical questions. Okay, so let me just do a quick recap on SEM. Okay, so we know that SEM is about pay-per-click, having our search ads appear when people search for our product or service. How we should apply AI towards SEM these days is, okay, beyond keywords, feed data signal, feed audience signals into Google Ads platform, advertising platform, so they can upbeat, okay, for the relevant audience. Next, smart bidding strategy is all about AI informing the bid to acquire the audience based on a multitude of signals. But if it's a new account, new campaign, no data. No data means machine cannot learn, cannot find the right audience. They will end up haywire. Okay. Lastly, test out some of these creative suggestions when you're on the ads platform. Okay. What ad platform will do is instead of you second guessing, right, platform will just rotate. Okay. They'll find the best combination of ads creative to each audience. Okay, so that's on SEM. Now I move on to SEO. Okay, SEO, again, a quick recap, right? If in case you've forgotten about it, SEO is about doing what you can on your website and off your website so that when people search for your product and services, it appear below the paid search ads, okay, on the Google search engine result page. Okay, so this is what we went through. SEM, you want to utilize AI features. SEO, you want to have your website over here. AI application on SEO. Okay, so for AI application on SEOs, I think one of the very common questions I get from learners and from business is because, okay, some of you also asked it earlier, because of ChatGPT, because of DeepSeek, okay, because of the different AI chatbot, right? People are now going to those AI platforms, okay, to AI chatbots to ask for answers to their questions. Okay, people are also using at the same time using those AI chatbots to create content, okay, to do SEO, to do content marketing. How does it affect actually? What does it mean for marketers and business? Okay, let's look at what Google point of view and the recent actions that Google has taken over the past few years. Initially, Google, in layman terms, right, Google don't really like when it comes to content that's created by bots, content that's automatically created. It's all about quality, originality of your content if you want to rank for search engine. In 2023, it's a bit small. Okay, basically, this website, if you search for it, Google Search Central, is about Google releasing to developers, releasing to SEO community, what are some of the recent changes about their algorithm, how they prioritize which website to rank, what are some of the factors that change. In 2023, yeah, in February 2023, whereby there's a lot of AI, chatbot AI content ready, Google has shift its stance. Okay, Google have shift its stance that it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Okay, in layman terms, it's fine. It's not about how your content is created these days. It's about whether your content is high quality content. Okay, so what does this mean? This shift of stance means as a marketer, as a business owner, it's okay to use AI, Gen AI to help you create content when it comes to SEO. Okay, sorry for the disruption. Okay, okay, so when it comes to, okay, let me reframe my train of thoughts. Okay, so when it comes to AI created content for SEO, right? Because the change of stance, okay, by Google as shared in February 2023, you can see their algorithm now is more okay towards AI created content. Okay, but they have also given advice for creators considering to use AI to prioritize EAT. Okay, EAT. In a nutshell, what it means is your content is AI generated, but is it trustworthy? Okay, a lot of times when we use AI chatbot, we also think like, can this advice or can this response be trusted? Okay, so Google advice is yes, you can use AI chatbot for SEO content, but your content needs to be trustworthy. Okay, you can see also their algorithm updates and changes. Okay, what it means to you is leverage AI for content draft. Okay, but always edit. Okay, always edit for your expertise knowledge, your experience knowledge. Okay, example. Same example, durian store. Okay, online durian store. You use AI chatbot to write a copy about or content about how to enjoy durians in 10 different ways. Okay, so you created the AI chatbot created that. What you want to do is you include your own experience. I'm a 10 years online durian seller. What we have seen lately, the mix of say this, that, okay, show that you are trustworthy, you know your stuff, okay, and so on. Okay, so a wrap up on this slide. It's okay to use AI for content draft when it comes to SEO. Okay, but always edit for originality to inject your own experience, your own expertise to it. And Google value those information. Okay, and your website will be ranking higher. Okay, next, okay, AI bias towards SEO. Okay, a few of you have asked me, okay, have also shared earlier, right? When search ad appear, you don't click at the top. Uh, these days, there's a rise of zero click search. Okay, one of you asked me about EAT. I'll go back later on to that answer your question. Okay, these days, okay, more and more people are not even clicking on the search engine result page. Okay, a few of you mentioned just now you don't click on the paid search ads, right? These days, even the organic results listing, people are not clicking on it. Why? AI overview, knowledge panel, okay, FAQs. Okay, if you realize, right, if you do a Google search recently, right, compared to say 6 months or a year ago, there's actually no AI overview over here. So if you do a Google search now, asking some questions, right, Google will actually share the answer through AI generated answer over here. What it means to business owners and marketers is we are actually losing clicks. Okay, we are losing clicks because people search, people get their answers immediately without going to the website, going to our page such as to find out more. Or okay, so this is the rise of zero click search. Okay, where Google and other search engine right directly give the searchers answers without having them click on the website. Okay, so what you want to do is you will want to start optimizing your content so that it sort of answers people questions. Okay, uh, whatever you learn previously on content marketing, how you write for SEO, is all good. Okay, still have them, but start practicing building contents to answer questions. Okay, use active voice in your content so that Google will pick up, okay, will reference you, your answers, and then have your link over here. Okay, and also another phenomenon is the younger generation. Uh, besides using Google search, okay, some of them prefer to go to the YouTube, TikTok, Instagram to search instead. They look for answers through social media channels instead of search engine. Okay, so this is a rise of zero-click search, the preference towards social media for search. So what you want to take note is optimize your content for question-related keywords when it comes to doing SEO so that you have your content, you have your link over here referenced by the AI overview. Okay. Lastly, on application for SEO, there are a lot of tools out there. And, past 2 years, really a bloom of a lot of different tools, SEO, AI content, help you uplift, upskill your SEO effort. I think one of the key thing that I have shared in the previous NLP webinar is about how you do proper prompting. Okay, a lot of these tools is available for us for free. It's all about us doing the right prompts. Okay, so if you have attended course on prompt engineering, kudos on that. If not, I recommend you all go to NLB. Okay, just look for the section or look for books around prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is about how you prompt. How do you what should you type in the AI chatbot to get the answers in the format and the kind of content quality that you want. Okay, so what I have did over here is I included this link, but you can actually go online also, just search SEM Rush, okay, AI prompt library. In this library, okay, what they have done is they have created different prompts, okay, different prompts for the different SEO tools. Okay, example, generate blog topic ideas. Maybe you're not sure how to prompt it, just copy and then paste it into your chatbot. Okay, so let me just wrap up on how some of the recent implication and also application on SEO. It's fine to use AI to create content for SEO, but you want to take note, your contents need to be trustworthy. Build your elements of experience, expertise into your content that is created by AI chatbot. So one of you asked me, how does Google actually evaluate EAT? Okay, uh, one of the things they do is they scan your content on your, say your website article, right? Website content, they scan your content to see is it written by a human or is completely written by AI chatbot. If you edit it, they can scan and they will know like your tone and so on. Of course, you can prompt for a tone. Okay. They also look at things like do you quote yourself? Do you quote your experience? Okay. Do you give a personal favor to it? So these are the things they look out for. Your experience, your expertise. Just now I was mentioning, right, durian seller, then 10 years of experience in my own experience. So these are things that they look for. Experience. Okay. Your expertise, 10 years in business experience, your own sharing. Okay. Next, bias, AI bias towards SEO. These days, search engines are rolling out their own version of AI overview, AI answer, leading to a zero-click search phenomenon. So you really want to, I would say, adapt. Okay, we have no choice but to adapt by start creating content that answers questions so that you pick up your contents, get reference in the AI overview. Lastly, having the right prompt. Okay, if you are unsure, utilize some of these prompt library, copy their prompts so that you get better prompts and better quality outputs. Okay, so a quick recap. Um, let's all type in the chat. Okay, let's all type in chat. What is your one biggest takeaway from today's session? Maybe it's you understand now what is SEM, what is SEO. Both of them is equally important, or you understand now that SEM is more than just keywords. It's supposed also about audience signals, or maybe it's SEO. Chatbot is fine, chatbot created content is fine, but having your own flavor, having your own originality. Okay, one of you asked, what is a prompt? Okay, a prompt is, you go to ChatGPT, right? You ask something, right? That is a prompt. Okay, whatever you type, that is called a prompt. You're prompting the machine for output, prompting a machine for answer. Okay, one of you mentioned AI prompt library, and one of you mentioned try the cheap prompt. Okay, so thanks for your sharing. So with that takeaway, right, I'd like you to actually start practicing some of what I shared. Okay, starting from tomorrow on the weeks ahead. Okay. Okay, there are some questions here. So we have time for Q&A, so I'll take them. Is backlink not good? Okay, so for context of those who do not understand backlinks is what we call mentions. Okay, mentions. When another website mention about your product or service and hyperlink to your website, that's what we call mentions. Okay, think of it as mention, citation. Another webmaster, another website, maybe Straits Times, mention about your business, hyperlink to you. So those are what we call backlinks. Backlinks are still critical, Ken. Okay, so backlinks are still very critical. One of the 200 factors, okay, that search engine look into to rank your website. Okay, one of you asked what is prompt cheat. Okay, no, this is really about a library full of different prompts, different phrases you can use when it comes to SEO activities or SEO work. So if you're not sure what to prompt and so on, go to this library, copy some of the prompts so you can get a head start on your SEO effort. Any other questions? Okay, if not, just bear with us for the next 10 minutes. Or what I'll do is I'll just quickly run through some of the courses we provide, and then I'll flash the slide for today where you can download through a QR code, and then NLB will also be sharing some very good resources, some books and materials that if you want to get upskill on this topic. Okay, so at City, okay, the school which I teach at, we teach SEO, a 2-day course. Okay, you have a glimpse of able what is the basic already, but hands-on, what does it mean? How do you practice it? How do you like the prompt library, right? How do you copy the prompt, going to the AI chatbot and getting some of the output, implement on your site? Okay, so that we'll learn in the SEO 2-day course. And then we also have Google Ads course. How do we identify which keywords that we should use for your business? Not all keywords can bring you immediate leads. Not all keywords can bring you immediate sales. You want to be able to identify which are the more relevant keywords with the help of AI. So if there's 1,000 keywords that people are searching for, use AI. We can help you sieve out which are the commercial related keywords, which are the keywords that's more informational, audience not ready to convert. Okay, so there's a 2 days Google Ads course. And then we have social media marketing course, Meta, TikTok. These days, the younger ones, right? They are no longer going to search engine. They are going to Meta. Sorry, IG, Instagram, and TikTok to search for answers, search for visual contents to answer their question. How do we then tap on these platforms, okay, to market to this news audience and to reach audience of interest? Okay, so as mentioned earlier, right, whenever I see WSQ courses, I'm very happy. I run my own SME, whenever I see WSQ courses, basically what it means is I can tap on um, enterprise grants, I can tap on skill future credits and so on. So the other one is also NTUC UTAP membership. Okay, so if you are a member with NTUC, you can tap on the NTUC UTAP, sorry, NTUC UTAP, okay, NTUC Union, you can tap on some of these grants. Okay, don't leave yet, okay, because NLB will now share a lot of useful resources they have to get you upskill on this topic itself. Okay, so I'll leave the QR code over here quickly. This QR code here, contact the school front of house to ask about the different courses we provide and which may be most relevant to you, providing you recommendation. This QR code over here is the slides that I have went through today. Okay. A very thank you for joining me on this session. AI, okay, the usage of AI, right, does not come to us naturally. We have to get to attend this kind of webinars and also courses. So kudos to you guys for joining us on a Thursday evening. Now I'll hand it over to Yitong, the librarian, to share more. Thank you, Yitong.
Thank you, YS, as well. Okay, let me share my slides. So thank you everyone for also joining us. Yeah, on this Thursday evening. We're very heartened to see a very lively participation as well. So before we end today's session, we'll do our usual resource sharing as well as gathering some feedback. Okay, so first up we have this title. It's an ebook and it's called Internet Marketing with ChatGPT Optimization. So beyond just SEO as well as SEM, actually this book also covers how ChatGPT can be used to then enhance other online marketing efforts. So SEO was mentioned briefly in today's webinar already, but actually this book also delves deeper and it also covers things like building chatbots. So this title uh, would provide comprehensive insights as to how you can then optimize your marketing processes with ChatGPT. So you can scan to borrow this title. I'll leave it up for just a bit. Okay, moving on. So beyond just digital marketing, I think the world of generative AI is very new, but also very exciting. So how can we then harness this potential for business? So we have this title by Harvard Business Review. It's all you need to know about generative AI and its potentials for business. So you can explore a lot of critical insights through this title. So once again, you can scan this QR code to access the title. I believe it will also cover a bit more about prompt engineering as well. Okay, then moving on. So if you're interested to find out a bit more about our upcoming digital programs with NLB, you can access this particular platform or access this short link called go.gov.sg/DRA programs, progs, PROGS. So I will briefly go through how this will work. So it will take you to this form, and through the form, you can browse the programs listed. And then afterwards, you can select for the program that you wish to join. And then afterwards, there'll be this pop-up section where you then can access the short link to register for the individual programs. So do note that for successful enrollment, you must complete the registration process through the provided links as opposed to submitting the form. And then last but not least, if you want to stay in touch with us, you can join our mailing list over here. So we send out emails once every 2 months, together with some intermittent emails to promote our upcoming programs. So if you're interested to stay in the loop, you can sign up through this link as well.